Well, hello. It's me again. Coming to you today for Record Store Day Drop number 2, 2021. This is going to be happening July 17th, 8 o'clock in the morning. Get your coffee, get tanked up, get here. If you're going to do it here, Electric Avenue video channel. I'm just going to run through a bunch of stuff for you. Before I start that, let me just say, okay, we will be doing this as our final masked indoor event that I know of for now. So bring these if you've got them. I don't have a ton to hand out to everybody. I just asked that people be sort of prepared for this. My goal was to get through at least the second record store day without getting sick. So we've been good so far. Let's keep it up. Think about other people. I'm not going to preach. I promised I wouldn't preach. We're also going to have, got some new t-shirts made. Classic logo, but yeah, this is a sort of a midnight blue. Oh, I love this color. This is brand new. An olive green. Plus, our prices are coming down. So pick one of those up if you want. First time they'll be offered for sale will be Saturday, record store day. Black is back. There's a cool gray, kind of a brownish gray, stone color, whatever. Anyway, okay, so record store days, there's always some like kind of weird, odd things that you don't really expect. So this time we get Pearl Jam, the Alive cassette of the EP. Cassette fans will dig that. There's actually a 12-inch vinyl of that too. As far as 45s, they don't make as many of these 7 inches as they used to, probably because they really didn't sell as well as the 12 inches. So, but you got Denzel Curry and Robert Glasper. That's kind of cool. It's see-through. Joe Sumner, not Joe Strummer. This is Sting's son, benefit single. This was for Get Out the Vote. Has a bunch of people like Ben Folds, Patty Scialfa, Corey Glover, Juliana Hatfield. Dirty Knobs single. This is Mike Campbell of the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty's band if you're not familiar. Fleet Foxes, featuring the Resistance chorus. A Resistance Revival chorus. This is Can I Believe You and Waiting in Waist High Water. I think that's going to be pretty sought after. Karen O and Willie Nelson doing Queen and David Bowie's Under Pressure. That has to be amazing. And probably the biggest 7-inch of this, I think, is going to be the St. Vincent. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of got her name. There we go, sort of. Anyway, she's covering Nine Inch Nails' Piggy and Metallica's Sad But True, which are, I mean, that sounds awesome to me. All right. And then CD, there's really only, as far as I know, the one CD, at least this is the only one that I sort of focused on, which was John Prine Live, 1975. It's a double CD. They're numbered and stamped. This is 4522 out of 6,000. So if you want John Prine Live on CD to go with your John Prine Live on vinyl box, this thing looks amazing. 4 records, reasonably priced. 2 full sets, 39 songs. Solo acoustic show, 1975. Yeah, you're going to want that. One thing also I feel like I need to show is the Noel Gallagher album. I showed this a little bit before, but if you were not buying all of the EPs as they came out over the past few years, and I don't blame you because it got really expensive, this is a nice way to collect everything, and this is a limited edition numbered colored vinyl. It's been out for a couple of weeks. It was supposed to come out the first record store day, only got out in England. They couldn't get it shipped here fast enough, so it didn't quite make the cut, and then they didn't want to wait for it until this record store day. So it is out there. It will probably be merchandised with the other record store day stuff too. Didn't get a lot of these. Randy Newman box set, his albums from 1979 up to the present. Sometimes when we're doing these record store day orders, it's kind of hard to tell how much is something to get, and you don't want to overdo it. And especially with the number of choices this time, I mean, you're going to see a lot of stuff here. And then imagine, combine this with the stuff that we had the last record store day drop, and it would have been, this video would have been an hour probably. So some of these things too, they sort of got, you have to start thinking like, well, how much are people going to spend? And sometimes we were thinking, well, in one day, and then they split it up again. So all just up in the air. Gorillaz box set, did get this, only one, but it's got all 6 of their main studio albums. They only made 900 of these, so yeah, it's a fight to the death. Okay. War has a box set of their albums too. I like the artwork. It's kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. What, 5 albums? A lot of those you could probably find used on the shelf somewhere from time to time. And then Party Next Door, which I know very little about, I'll be quite honest. But it's a Party Next Door collection featuring 1, 2, 3, and Party Mobile. So if that's your thing. And the last of the sort of set type things is Slightly Stupid with Bob Weir. There you go. Kind of like sort of dead themed, I guess. At least as far as like the audience that's being marketed to. Okay, regular releases. I'm just zipping through because you guys don't have all day. This unboxing videos, my God, they take forever. Just get to the point. Cat Stevens, Harold and Maude, colored vinyl. There's 2 versions of this, 2 different colors. This was also supposed to come out last record store day. Here it is now with T for the Tillerman, Where Did the Children Play, Don't Be Shy. I mean, his music was widely featured in that movie. Aretha live in Philly, 1972. This is a must, I think. So many good people, songs, some medleys. Chain of Fools, Bridge Over Troubled Water, We've Only Just Begun, interesting. This Girl's in Love with You, Say a Little Prayer. Yeah. I mean, it's Aretha, and it's 72, and it's Philly. I mean, you know where I am. Ultravox, Vienna. Steve Wilson, I think this is Steve Wilson 2020 remix. Includes a bonus instrumental version of the album, which is really cool. That looks very nice. Let's see. If you're into hip-hop, and I think this has sort of a MF Doom sort of connection, but KMD, this is 30th anniversary edition, Mr. Hood. Yeah, looks pretty awesome. K-Flay, Don't Judge a Song by Its Cover. It's an EP of cover songs. She does Self-Esteem, Brain Stew, and Break Stuff, and then a hello from the studio. That's pretty cool. Fear. This is Fear's the record. Kind of hard to get. I didn't get very many of these, so you might want to get here early. It has multicolor vinyl and a 7-inch Christmas single, Santa, and an art stencil. All right. Also more on sort of the punk goth tips. Sisters of Mercy. This is BBC Sessions, 82 to 84. If you want to hear a goth version of Jolene, here's where you can find that. Pretty seminal type of goth recordings. The band Love, this is Arthur Lee, some sort of like outtakes, a performance, beloved performance of Everybody's Gotta Live. Lamb of God, this is, whoops, would help if I had it the right way. This is As the Palaces Burn, one of their most important early records, which is nice that that's out. Tribute to Curtis Mayfield. This was a 90s collection, sort of like that Red Hot and Blue that came out last time. This was Tribute to Curtis, 17 distinguished artists, okay. Tevin Campbell, Eric Clapton, Phil Collins, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Elton John, and Sounds of Blackness. B.B. King, Gladys Knight, Lenny Kravitz, Bruce Springsteen, Steve Winwood, Stevie Wonder. A lot of good people on that. Sweet, Platinum Rare. This starts with a rough mix of Ballroom Blitz, if you like Sweet. And this looks like a really cool double album collection. That's awesome. Hot Tuna reissue. Looks like they did a really good job with this. Not too many comments. Well, Richard Pryor. This is a picture disc of his debut record. Obviously taking shots at the National Geographic portrayal of Africans. And, you know, if it's Richard Pryor, he's not going to hold back. Evanescence. This is the Open Door. Kind of a popular record for them. This has Call Me When You're Sober. Let's see. Ann Peebles. A lot of people say Ann Pebbles, but this is Ann Peebles. She recorded for High Records, which is Al Green's label, and some of this stuff was done in that studio. It's got her versions of Chain of Fools and Respect. So they're kind of more like a Southern Soul, I would say. Speaking of Southern Soul, Dr. John. This is his album, The Sun, Moon, and Herbs, and it's a 3-record set. Excuse me, 50th Anniversary Expanded Edition. Run Out Groove did this. 2 LPs of bonus tracks. A lot of stuff. Lou Reed, Set the Twilight Reeling. Doesn't photograph very well. You can see Lou there. This one, I think it's one of his better late albums. I'm surprised that I still have copies of Magic and Loss that haven't sold. That was a really great album of his, and was on one of the recent Record Store Days. It's still hanging around. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, among other fantastic performances in this movie. A lot of requests for this. I think mainly because of the Beck song where he does Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime, but also a couple Polyphonic Spree songs, ELO's Mr. Blue Sky, and a soundtrack by John Bryan, who fantastic producer for people like Fiona Apple. This is what they make Record Store Day for, the Thai Elephant Orchestra. It's actual elephants playing instruments in the jungle. They were designed for them, so let the elephants play. John Prine, another John Prine, Stay Independent. This is a thing that Oh Boy Records did. It sort of let the fans choose what songs they wanted on here. We lost him to COVID last year. It's got In Spite of Ourselves, Some Humans Ain't Human. Isn't that the truth? And When I Get to Heaven. All right. Monkeys. There's 3 of these Monkeys coming out. Missing links. If you're a Monkeys fan, you're going to want these. They're on colored vinyl. They're pressed by Friday Music. And there's a lot of stuff on here that's not on their albums. And yeah, they're not cheap. But, I mean, Monkeys fans are a rabid group, let me tell you. Cro-Mags. Who knew this was actually coming? The Age of Quarrel. Red and black splatter vinyl. Didn't get a whole lot of these, so, get here early if you're going to want that. I'm even surprised that was just in my hand. The Clash. This is awesome. If Music Could Talk, sort of a radio broadcast for them, but they play a bunch of songs live too. So I think it's a double record as well. 2 LP, made to promote Sandinista, includes 10 tracks live, plus the interviews. Hawkwind, 1972, live. Greasy Truckers, grand opening day party at the Roundhouse. I mean, you're gonna want this if you like Lemmy, Motorhead. That is awesome that they're releasing that. Behind the Dikes 2, not to be confused with Bill Evans' Behind the Dikes that's coming out. This is psychedelic rock stuff. Limited edition of 3000 on pink and green vinyl. The Mods, the Zips, the Scope, Q65, the Sound Magics. You can tell it's all like psychedelic power pop yeah. Cool. Miles Davis champions. Oh, he looks so mean there. No. All right. Rare Miles from the Complete Jack Johnson sessions. It's got Jack DeJohnette, Herbie Hancock, Dave Holland, Keith Jarrett, John McLaughlin, Wayne Shorter. I think that's a must for jazz people. St. Paul and the Broken Bones, if you're following these guys, pretty great modern sort of takes on old retro soul. Yeah. A Morricone soundtrack. Oh, Morricone, another person we lost last year. Il Bandito dagli Occhi. I don't know if that's how you say that. My Italian is not great. Don't ask me what it means. But anyway, Morricone, amazing soundtracks. Yeah. What else can I say? Another amazing soundtrack, The Italian Stallion, Del Casher. There's Del playing his guitar. Well, Italian Stallion, I mean, it was a porn film, right? But the soundtrack, yeah, it's pretty good, right? 3 girls in a whirl, flexing, shower her with love. I can only imagine what these songs are referring to. Okay, Studio One Soul. Hey, Studio One does some amazing stuff with reggae and ska and dance hall. So, I don't know, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. Jackie Matu, the Heptones. They ain't cheap, but they're great. Another thing in that alley, the Selector Live. They released like a triple CD recently with the concert live in Coventry. I think this was actually the one that was in there. Coventry 79. So you get the vinyl. It's funny. It looks like the tape from the show. It's kind of cool. More soundtracky stuff. Ocean's 11. Great soundtrack. David Holmes did such an amazing job with this stuff. I'm so glad that they're choosing this kind of stuff to put out on vinyl because it's fantastic. Small Faces. Well, okay. Itchy Park, anyone? I mean, Small Faces had a lot of great hits, and this is a exclusive, like, best of, complete greatest hits on red, white, and blue mod vinyl. All the Decca and Immediate singles remastered, and a signed postcard by Kenny Jones. Well, there you go. John Fogerty. This is John Fogerty's Rangers, or the Blue Ridge Rangers, featuring Jambalaya on the Bayou and Working on a Building. Everybody knows John's from CCR. Okay. Creedence, Just Ice. This is back to the old school. I would say this is classic hip-hop stuff. I think that, along with that KMD, will definitely have their audience. Green Jelly, 333. Sort of a reissue of that. I'm just zipping. Bastille. Cool picture disc remixes. People are always asking me for Bastille. And I'm like, it's hard to find their stuff on vinyl, really. Rory Gallagher. This is part 2 of that Cleveland Calling that he did last year. Well, he didn't have a choice. He wasn't alive. But anyway, live performances. Let's see. Yeah, I did really well with the box set of Lupe Fiasco. So we've got a few of this. Future, Evil, hip-hop. Hard to get this Future album otherwise. Limited edition color vinyl. Translucent red and black smoke. So young hip hoppers or whoever you are, you want that old school Bob Dylan's Joker Man. Reggae remixes mixed by Dr. Dread. Well, it's got Sly and Robbie on these tracks. Also Mark Knopfler is on these tracks. So yeah, this is a song from, I want to say, the 80s. There's a couple of tracks on here. I and I is the other one. All right, let's see. We got Bobby Gentry. This is an entrance from her early When she first got to California, before she started doing Ode to Billy Joe, they tried to make her into more of a Burt Bacharach type chanteuse. So she's doing songs like This Girl's in Love with You, Windows of the World, even God Bless the Child, Since I Fell for You. She's fantastic. I can't wait to hear that in her husky tones. She's got an amazing voice. All right. 70s classic, Donna Summer. I think this is the third biggest selling album of 1979, and look, it's on red vinyl. Bad Girls, disco classic, but there's electro stuff on here too. Had Hot Stuff, Bad Girls, Dim All the Lights, Sunset People, Our Love, Walk Away. I think that it's actually, one of the vinyls blue, so it's red and blue. Pardon, I did not see the blue. Anyway, I was just going to say it's a fantastic album if you haven't heard that. I Never Know How to Hold This, Hall & Oates, Voices. It's sort of like, I don't want to call it their breakthrough album. This is on clear vinyl too. They'd had hits before, Sarah Smile. A lot of people know Abandoned Luncheonette. But this was kind of their big radio, like where they went mega. Kiss on My List, You've Lost That Love and Feeling, You Make My Dreams, How Does It Feel to Be Back, and their version of Every Time You Go Away before they gave it away to Paul Young, who had a big hit with it too. So that's a great album. Early 80s pop. Hey, Canned Heat, also multicolored vinyl, yellow and red. A lot of people were looking for this last record store day. Kind of got mixed up with the new one that they had out, but this one has Going Up the Country, if that's what you're looking for. Another horror soundtrack, People Under the Stairs. Horror soundtracks are really taking off, so they have a big audience. Suzi Quatro. Hey, everyone remembers Leather Tuscadero. She's kind of like the TV version of Joan Jett. No, or what Joan Jett sort of became. I don't know. But this has Devilgate Drive on it, so you got to get your Devilgate Drive, okay? Czar Noir, Czarface. It's pretty cool. Got some great artwork. All right. Tad, Inhaler. Tad was one of those Seattle bands that you kept hoping was going to break through, and it just didn't happen for them. But Inhaler was one of their best. Produced by Jay Mascis. Limited to 3,000 copies. I'll have at least a couple. MSG, Michael Schenker Group, not Madison Square Garden. Hey, this is live 1980. So, if you liked MSG back in the day and you want that kind of playing. I cannot say this name. John Hurlbut and Jorma Kaukonen. Jorma, obviously from Jefferson Airplane fame. This is a cool vinyl. It's clear with a color splatter. And I think this is mostly instrumental stuff. I'm not really sure, actually. Oh, fantastic set of songs. Sorry. Sung by John, embellished and constructed with emotionally satisfying guitar solos of Jorma. That's cool. Little jazz for you. Christian McBride Trio. Hey. Really highly praised album from 2013. Get that. If you want jazz, there it is. Bill Evans, Behind the Dykes. It's nice that they shipped this not in the bag, so it doesn't give you seam splits on the top. 3 records. 1969, not live in Netherlands. About 6,000 worldwide, so don't sleep on that. Bill Evans is always one of the hardest things to get. I'm surprised that I've got as many as I do this time. Charles Lloyd, another great jazz thing. Also has Gabor Szabo and Ron Carter on this. Pressed at RTI. Looks like a great jazz release. Cut by Kevin Gray. Yeah. All right. Getting towards the end here. Ramones live at Triple J. People are saying this is a really great Ramones concert. You get 23 songs on one record. They're all short, but it looks amazing. So, limited edition that says 13,000. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, getting down towards the end here. Got The Cure, Wild Mood Swings. This is a picture disc, but I'll have to say it's one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most. because I think it's a great album. It starts with the song "Want," which is fantastic. Has one of my favorite singles of theirs, "The 13th," which is just a weird song. Love it. And the last three tracks, "Trap," "Treasure," and "Bear," are all classic Cure. It's got some poppier stuff like "Strange Attraction" and "Mint Car," but I think it's a great album. 90s, 94. That album right now on Discogs, the non-picture disc version, is there's one person that's selling it in the US for $800. So get the picture disc, and don't say I'll just get it later when blood, like they did with Blood Flowers, and then it didn't come out later. You know, you don't sleep on it. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Deja Vu, the alternate takes, gonna be big. Getting a lot of alternate versions of that album. I love the cover art too. I think the color is great. Amy Winehouse remixes. This is pretty cool. Did Amy record anything bad? I certainly haven't heard it. Let's see. And it has a couple of Ghostface Killah and Jay-Z sort of bonus appearances. Pearl Jam's Alive EP. Can't really see it there. This has an etching on one side. The other side is promo single of Alive, original versions of Wash and Dirty Frank, and I've got a feeling they're Beatles cover. I mean, that's going to be big. I think the Beastie Boys, Aglio e Olio, is going to be big. This was recorded in the mid-90s when they were kind of toying around with being a punk band again. And it's cool that it's out on vinyl. I can't wait. Let's see. Allman Brothers, The Final Note. Dwayne Allman's final recorded performance. This has small gold number in the corner to tell you what yours is. This is a black and white swirl and color vinyl. This has been out on CD for a little while. It's nice that it's out on vinyl finally. Let's see. Rolling Stones, Hot Rocks. Greatest Hits album, colored vinyl. You get extra lithographs in there. They look really nice. Somebody was already doing their opening video online. I'm like, dude, save it for the people who want to come in the shop and buy it. You gotta open that. Well, whatever. Some people love that stuff. So, and then finally, I will show it. It is the DGs, Foo Fighters, Hail Satin. So look, I think you're gonna start hearing that we all ordered a lot of this and we all got cut way down on our orders. And again, it's one of those things where you could order 200 copies of that thinking that they're gonna give me 20, and then one day you get 200 copies and then you're like, oh no, how am I gonna sell them all? So you kind of have to hedge your bets and see what you think you're gonna need. So I apologize if there aren't more to go around, and I think that this is going to be something you're hearing from a lot of people. So this is part of Record Store Day and the thrill of being there first thing in the morning. They keep advertising this all over TV, and I think there's going to be a lot of people streaming that by the end of the day or paying a fortune online because it's just so highly sought after. So anyway, all right, that pretty much does it. I think, I guess I didn't show that. Roy Hargrove and Mulgrew Miller, another jazz title. I don't know why it was sitting there. Another RTI pressing, another Bernie Grundman. All right. Thanks, guys. I look forward to seeing you all Saturday. Get your coffee, like I said. Get here early. And bring your mask. And you'll be all set. And we won't do this again until Black Friday. Okay, so enjoy it while you can. A lot of good stuff coming out this weekend, too. There's a new Tedeschi Trucks doing Layla live. There's the new John Mayer album. A few other things. So be on the lookout. There's more than just Record Store Day stuff. All right, T-shirts. Take it easy. See ya. Thanks.